All right, what's going on, traders? I just wanted to make this video real quick that go over this last trade that I took near the end of my session this morning. And actually, one of the significant things about it is I actually took this outside of my window, so I kind of broke my rule, but the setup was too good, and that's what kind of, the setup was too good for me to, to pass up on it. So that's what kind of, triggered me to make this last minute decision to make this video. You see, I didn't even take the time to put on a real, my actual video recording uniform. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get into it. So I got the replay up right here, and I'm just gonna kind of explain it before I hit play. Matter of fact, no, let me go ahead and I'm gonna get right there. Let's just go through it at the same time. So at this time, my trade window is already done. I'm done trading for the day, like in terms of the time that I have scheduled to trade. And you can see me, I was moving the price around. You may see the mouse jumping around. I mean, not the price. You may see the mouse jumping around because I was, doing some house cleaning things, right? Doing my close of business task or whatnot, right? So I really wasn't paying attention to this, and this is the first time I'm actually seeing this as it played out, how it played out. But I think around here, this is when it started to catch my attention. So looking at this, let me pause it real quick to just go over how I see this. We had a lot of bullish momentum coming right there, but immediately we saw some sellers hit this, hit our PR high up here, and we're starting to trade in the other direction. We've already taken out at least 75% of this momentum candle right here, and this is 1 minute, by the way. We've already taken out 75% of this, so we are back inside of this range, this wholesale range. So I'm looking at this as a slingshot, what I'm calling a slingshot. So what I'm looking for is to see if we fully take out and close below this momentum candle right here. Okay. All right. So a little bit of back and forth here, but we still got this momentum taking us down to the low of this this 1 minute long momentum candlestick there, right? And then also we got VWAP. We're slicing right through VWAP, right? I'm not going to really go into how I read VWAP. I can make I'll probably make another video. Actually, I do have planned to make a video that's related where I go a little bit deeper into the VWAP, but that's that's coming. So anyway, back to this. So now we've confirmed we've really got a lot of short momentum coming in here, and we're just slicing through all of this whole wholesale range. This is the low of our wholesale range at this blue zone that I have marked off here. So this is inventory, like zone 1, and like inventory zone 2. So if you want more information about how I look at inventory, just go to the Discord. I have a document in there that I wrote up about wholesale, and you can check that out. Now, so at this point, now I'm looking for an entry short. Now this is outside of my trading window, and normally I'm just super disciplined to not taking trades outside of my trading window. But since this setup was so beautiful, like we got all of this that we can use as kind of like a safety net. Like, if we wanted to have the highest probability of, taking a short here and it working out, we will put our stop above the high of this red candle here, or this bear candle, this short candle, whatever you want to call it, this candle right here where we saw this short momentum come in, right? So that would, so that gives us a pretty strong indication that we can continue trading lower, right? 9 times out of 10, roughly, a pattern like this continues to trade lower. How low it goes, that's, it's never going to be the same, but it does go lower, right? Not most of the time, not all the time. There's nothing that's all the time in the market. All right, so let's go ahead and hit play. So that's what I'm looking at. I got all of this as kind of increasing the probability of this, price continuing to trade lower. So now I'm looking for an entry, right? So I'm just patiently looking for my entry. I've already decided that I'm going to go ahead and take this play just because and at this time, what's interesting about this as well is I was red for the day. So this play right here brought me back green for the day, the way that I played it. And I was definitely done after this one. these, moments like that rarely happen to where I'm red for the day and then I come back, and especially usually if I'm red for the day and I take an additional trade, I'm usually going to lose on that trade. That's just the way that it normally works out. All right. So now I'm looking at the response to VWAP. I'm looking at the response to, we got some, the support or the structure. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm looking at the response to the structure right there. And so I decided to go ahead and take it long there with anticipation. Now my normal trigger for a continuation would be at the low of this candle right there, right? So I'm going ahead and I'm getting in at the best price that I see at the moment. Went ahead and pulled the trigger. I'm looking at how, price responds to my different levels and my different mechanics there. And, took that trade there in anticipation for us to get this trigger down there to where I would normally be looking to take a position, right? So I'm liking the way, I'm liking the price action. Have no reason to go ahead and kill it or to take myself out of the trade. I could have, in hindsight, hindsight is always 20/20. I could have actually been more patient, and I could have traded it closer to the VWAP, or even maybe closer to my, the PR low. I even have balance right there. So we did get touches of the PR low and VWAP. So finally, I got another. I love this pattern right here. I love the way that this printed, and I just got all sorts of confirmation that we're going to keep trading lower. So normally I don't wait for confirmation to take a trade. I wait for confirmation to prove that I'm right in the trade. That's how I typically trade. And then I went ahead and took profit there because I actually went into a profit taking zone. So I was thinking to just hold it and just let it play out. But I remembered that I need to be disciplined, and this is a profit taking area here. This is a profit taking zone. So once I recognized that I was in a profit taking area, I just had to take the profits. I just had to stay disciplined to the strategy, right? So of course, in hindsight, I could have held it. And then we got down here to where we started to see some response off of this level. This level is the daily it's daily support, basically, right? So I just wanted to go over that trade. And then you see Sim here. So in this account, this Sierra chart instance, I'll go ahead and pause it there since I'm taking a screenshot. This installer Sierra chart, this is for my personal account with AMP futures. But I have another window where I'm trading in the funded accounts. So those accounts were still live. So at this point, I had a crazy day. So if you want more details about, the struggles that I had, it was a rough day for me. It was a rough session for me, which is why I was red. But there's some technical issues and all kind of stuff was going on. But if you want more information about that, just join the Discord. It's in the Discord. And you can also see the journal at mv3trader.com. But so I was green in my AMP account. So I went ahead and just put it in Sim, and I kept trading in the funded accounts. I kept the funded accounts live in case I saw another trade. It just so happened that I didn't see that trade until after my trade window, and it was such a good setup that I decided to go ahead and take it outside of the trade window. Like before that happened, I was kind of already settled in just being done for the day and just taking a loss, accepting a loss, and then just coming back tomorrow to see if I can recover from that loss, and or really not even recover from the loss, to see if I can have a green day tomorrow and just make progress tomorrow. But I saw the setup. It was a great, beautiful setup, so I had to take it, right? So that's all. I just wanted to make this video real quick. I'm not gonna hold you too long, so just let me know whatever thoughts you have about this in the comment section below, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Trade it easy.